we didn't need the US address. That's what pushed me into the SAM. In Poland, it's not lots of companies who are registered with SAM. Soldiers which are based in Poland from US, they cannot find anyone in Poland who can actually do the job for them. I never thought I can contact them because it was for me like this could be someone very important. It's easier than it seems.
All my amazing GovCon winners, you're in for a treat. We have Patricia, who is located in Poland, especially for those of you where maybe you're not a U.S. citizen, maybe you're dual, maybe you live in another country and you wonder, can I do this? Can I get in government contracting? And the answer is yes, you can. Welcome to the channel, Patricia.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
I'm so grateful to have you here.
Thank you. I am so glad we made a contact and I can learn something from you. I've seen your videos on YouTube and on Instagram. You are amazing with what you're doing and I hope I can learn something from you.
Oh, you're so sweet. And vice versa. Like, how did you first hear about government contracting?
It was through LinkedIn. There was a company in Poland who is helping other companies to register themselves on Sam.Gov. And I had no idea about the Sam. So I went for the meeting with that company and they've been talking about Sam. And then I decided that I want to go through all the process by myself rather than paying other company to do that for me. So I opened SAM and started the registration process, which took me nearly 1 year to do it.
Break that down for us, because I know there are people who have waited 3 months and they freak out. Talk to us about what did you have to do during this year, especially given that you live in Poland?
Yes. So the process wasn't that hard as I thought it is, but because it's American English and it's very technical language, I had some problem with understanding what is the CAEG number.
The cage number, the cage code.
Yes, and how to get it and other numbers. And then there was information about the bank. And when I put the information with Polish bank, it didn't accept it. So I had to call to Sam, to the helpline, to see if I need the American bank to go through everything. But they told me, no, you don't have to. So I went through all the process with the bank, with the lady from the Sam, which didn't help much. And I left as it was. Then I came back to it a few weeks later and every process with the numbers and with the bank and the company address, on every step there was some errors which I didn't know how to go through. But then I was like adding some dots. Then I was like checking with the helpline what to change, what to add, and finally we got it and we've been registered.
That's amazing. And so how did you handle the banking? Because one of the requirements when you get into Sam.Gov is you have to put a bank account, and then now you have to like enter the banking, I think the last 4 of the banking, to upload your capability statement in a different system. So how did you get around the banking part?
So on some part of the process, there is a question, which country are you from? And I put that we are from Poland and the company is based in Poland and we are not US citizens. And then when you click that and you go to the next part, it's letting you to put the Polish bank informations.
Okay, that's great to know. Just to confirm, that means you did not need a US address.
No, we didn't need the US address, but that's because we are the NATO country. So if someone is out of NATO, probably it's not helping much and they are not able to register if they don't have the American address.
That's a really valid point, because there are people from all over the world, and if you're not NATO, then you may have to figure it out and register in the United States or something.
Yes.
Wow, this is blowing my mind. I didn't think about that.
I didn't as well until I had to go through the process.
Yeah, because I met a couple from Poland who have a cage code. I met them a couple years ago. They do IT. And then most of the people I know from other countries, I think they have both or something, like a company in wherever in their country and then something in the United States. Wow. And then how was it when you called Sam.Gov? Were they helpful? Did you
They
call?
were so helpful. Yes, yes. It was amazing. The waiting time, it's so long. So my bills for the phone calls to US, it's massive after. But end of the day, they've been very helpful, and I think without them, I would go through the process until now.
But that's good. That's really good to know, like they were helpful. I mean, what about the time difference? How did you handle that? Because they're predominant, I think they're on Eastern time.
Yes. However, I checked what time I can call. Been waiting until late evening in Poland to call them, and well, I am working like 24/7, so I don't mind waiting.
I give it up to you. I give it up.
You know exactly what I mean, isn't it? Because you work as well 24/7.
Yes. And I commend you because we put in the time and effort when it's something we want.
Yes, exactly.
You know? And I want people to get from this, and I know that they are by watching this, that is more than possible. It's just sometimes there may be different hurdles you got to go through, but you can go over it, you can go around the hurdle, you can go under it, but you still have to encounter the hurdle and figure it out.
Yes, and think out of the box, exactly.
Yes, yes. So what have you done since you've received your cage code?
Not much for now.
That's okay.
We are still like a little baby on the SAM, checking what options there are, and mostly my company is trying to find some contracts in Poland. However, because we are the company which is mostly working on AI and research and technology, we are looking for something on these topics.
Okay.
But it's really hard to understand sometimes what exactly they need, and if we matching what they need, if we are a good match for what they need. And that's why I came to you with the question. That's what we started talking about, was that if someone needs, for example, gloves, and I do research and completely other things in our company, if I am able to send these gloves, even that my company is not doing exactly that thing, if I can find some company in Poland who makes the gloves, buy the gloves from them and sell it to the contractor, like, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and you can do that. It's very common to do that no matter where you are located in the world. Like, you can bid on something in Iowa if they need gloves, as long as you find the supplier and you get it to the people in Iowa, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, you can bid on things anywhere. Like, I live here in Tulum, Mexico. You can bid on things in Mexico.
Okay. So that was my main question about it, because I wasn't sure if I can do this, if this is legal or no, because there is no much information on the internet about the SAM. And yes, it's something totally different from what we have in Poland. So, and each contract sounds absolutely different. There is no contracts which looks the same, and with the easy form to fill out and send it. It's just, I feel like it's so much more in it.
You know, you're totally spot on. They are very different. And what you asked is so common. People want to know, can I really, win a contract for technology and then I find a vendor, or I win work for a floor and I find somebody to do the floor for me? Yes, as long as the actual requirement doesn't prohibit it. And I would say, based on my experience, I've only found like a handful that'll say no subcontractor, or they have a limitation on what you can do. It's very rare right now. So it opens up, and that's one reason a lot of people like this space. And that's something we do. We have people training and doing a bunch of stuff for us who are the experts. And big companies do it too.
Okay. Hopefully we can win any contract in Poland. And the next time we meet, I will tell you much more about my experience with Sam.
Yes, no, but that'll be amazing because you definitely will. And you can bid on other, throughout the world, like Italy or where I looked at Italy a lot. I feel like Italy, Germany, the South Pacific is largely overlooked, like Guam, Japan. People overlook things where they're like, oh, that's so far. And so then that opens things up because then you're going to have fewer companies to compete against.
Yes. That's what pushed me into the Sam. That there was the information in Poland. It's not lots of companies who are registered with Sam, and because of this, the soldiers which are based in Poland from US, whenever they need something, and this is put on Sam, they have to update the dates of the contract because they cannot find anyone in Poland who can actually do the job for them. And they're looking more far in Germany, Italy, other countries which are close to Poland, but
Provide it. One thing that might be helpful. So in the listing, it'll have the point of contact to email and call them and just introduce yourself and let them know that you're in Poland and you can help them with a vast amount and variety of things, just so that they know you're there. Sometimes that helps.
Okay, that's really helpful information.
Yeah, I mean, because then it's like, oh, okay, well, we didn't know you were there. And you can also ask, like, do they ever have any events? Because, for instance, there was a sizable hotel bid in Israel in the last 4 or 5 months. And they had an event, and on the sign-in sheet, all of the well-known hotel kind of companies attended. And so although it's very specific to hotels, the point is, if they have some type of event, even if it's something that you may not want to bid on, to at least meet other vendors, meet the federal government, get to know them. So they're like, oh, she really is here. It just makes it more real. So then they may go to you and say, okay, we really need windows. Can you get us windows? And you may say, well, we specialize in AI, but I mean, we'll get you some windows.
Yes, that's a really good idea. Yeah, it's probably I would be already bidding if I wouldn't be so scared about it. And like with the first step, well, actually my first step was to register, but the second step is to bid on something. And there was 2 weeks ago, I found that there was a hotels, that there was a venue with the party for 60 people in Krakow. But there was no hotels for, like, I couldn't find any hotel in Krakow which would match the needs of this venue. So I left it as it was, and I was like, okay, I will do the interview with you, and after that I will put all my power into this and start bidding on any contracts, that just to see how it is to bid, and slowly getting into it.
No, but that's the best way to be. And I love that you're so vulnerable in sharing this, because it is. It's scary, it's weird, it's unusual, and I'm here for you. You know how to get in contact with me. So make sure you do that, because I'll help you with one that you find. And let's just for the sake of everyone watching, let's go through like that one, right? So sometimes what you can do, you call and email them. Listen, I'm here in Poland. I can't find a hotel that meets this. Are you open to hotels in another city within certain miles? And talk to them. Do you already have a space in mind? Because they may say like, oh my gosh, we didn't even think about that. Or they may say, oh, well, we're going to go with, but by doing that, it shows them, oh, she's really interested and she's there. because sometimes they may not know. Sometimes they may put out the solicitation based on what they were told in the past or what they did in the past. So those open up opportunities, especially because you're there, excuse me, you're able to help guide them, because sometimes they don't consider it. They don't think, oh, wow, we didn't even realize there really isn't a property here.
Okay. And I didn't think about, I seen the contacts to that people. However, I never thought I can contact them, because it was for me like, this could be someone very important and maybe I shouldn't call them, or maybe they are not going to take me seriously. So it's a good point from you. And I will definitely use that in future to contact the whoever is in the contact list and try to get some more information from them.
Well, I love that. And the thing is, many people think the same thing, right? Like, oh, it's the federal government. Are they really going to respond to me? Are they going to be nice? Are they really going to want to help? And the answer is they're human beings.
Yes.
You're going to get everything. But what I have found is overall, people like to help. We like to help somebody. And, sometimes you got to call a few times, email, and go from there. As long as they're available, they'll help. That's the thing. Because at least you're trying. And that's the other piece of government contracting. It's the trying, the constantly looking, the thinking about, the reaching out. Because as you put more and more energy toward that, you're going to reap the benefit of that and you're going to win.
Yes. Hopefully in the next few months, we're going to have the first contract.
Yes, definitely. I know this is going to happen. And then, because I know people are going to want to reach out to you. I thought we'd bring that up now. Are you okay with people connecting with you on social media? Or
of course, yes.
What's the best way for people to reach out to you?
I think it's through the Instagram or through the email, which you already have it. Yes, and if someone is from Poland and needs help with going through the registration process with the eyes of the Polish person, then I'm happy to help.
Okay, awesome. And then I'll make sure like your information is in the comments, because I know there was a point in time where I had a lot of comments from people across the world who were like, how do I do this? And it's like, I can't tell. I can give you what's on Sam.gov, but I've never done it myself. And so it's best to have someone like you that's been there, done that, and you got a cage code in Poland.
Yes.
So I love it. I love it.
It's easier than it seems.
Oh, that's good. They're going to love that. That's really good to know. Is there anything else you want to share with people who are out there and kind of maybe hesitant or not really sure about this process?
I think it's good to try to register, to see itself, how it's look like, and slowly taking steps. I am on this part at the moment where I'm taking small steps into the SAM, and I am pretty sure this will pay off. And yes, whenever you want something, you just have to go to it and be strong with it.
Oh, I love that. No, it's true. And especially with this, because it is the federal government and there's all these interesting things that they desire and different terms that no matter where somebody is in the world, it's weird. It's just different. It's all It is different. So I want to applaud you and thank you, Patricia, for being here, for connecting with me, for being so vulnerable and sharing your journey. And for everyone to know there's just a comma there, right? This is not a full stop period. It's not an exclamation mark. It's just a comma. So where this is to be continued, because I will interview you soon when you have your first win.
Yes, I will definitely let you know as soon as I get it. Yes. Well, actually, when we finish the interview, the first thing I'm doing, I'm sitting on the Sam.gov and checking the contracts in Poland.
I love that. Please do look at, and then look at all of them. And even people who are watching, like, you don't have to live in these countries. Like, again, I live here in Tulum, Mexico. If I can bid on contracts anywhere. You can bid on, it's whatever works for you. That's what's key. That's what's so beautiful about this space. It's your business. It's our side hustles. It's whatever you want it to be. And so, yeah, please keep us posted. And I'm excited that you are going to check out Sam.Gov following this.
Yes.
Well, I just want to thank you again. And I'll make sure her contact information is in the comments. So, just be kind, everybody, as you reach out with questions, because, we're not Google, but we are here to help you. We are definitely here to help you. And if y'all haven't already, check out the book, Winner's Way Book. winnerswaybook.com. Check that out. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Because of everybody here, we have the silver play button, over 100,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. And as always, everything is possible. Thank you, everyone. Yay!